Hello everybody, welcome to the Energy Gardening. Today we are in the episode of harvesting beans, August, or we are already in September, which is a month of harvest. So today we are going to harvest the beans. Today specifically the pole beans, starting with the pole beans. We'll see where we are on the bush beans. Okay, actually, today I thought like we left the beans, picking beans for over a week or 10 days, but I am seeing like the beans to be bigger. Earlier we were picking even this sized beans, but now I'm seeing when we left like they are really bigger. Big fat boys. Earlier, what shown you is the pole beans that needed some support. This one is the bush beans. So here I had some space. So in order to buy the space, I have the bush beans here in a big container, cloth bag container. So this is what I'm going to pick now. I'm picking this separately to try the taste difference between the two. Honestly, I've had these two earlier and these two quite good taste. We love to eat them just as fresh. But again, I'm going to try it once again. Okay, now we're back inside with the harvested beans. So this is what we are going to see as how to preserve, how to store. Several people have several different ways of storing their harvest. After all, it's our produce. It's our hard-earned work, hard-earned produce. So we would be storing it in our own ways. Nothing is right or nothing is wrong. But this is what I'm going to show my way here. That's all. So what I'm going to do is it's very simple. Like today I do it and tomorrow again I go and pick up, or in a couple of days I pick up. So every time I don't want to go blanch them and then store them in the jars and get the jars ready. No, it's like I tried it last year for the other veggies, but that didn't work my way. So I tried few different ways that didn't work. So this year I'm firm and I've decided to store them as the frozen veggies. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, now the beans have been washed and ready. So I'm just going to damp dry them a little bit to take the excess water outside. So just pat them. Because I don't want to freeze the water, I just want to freeze the beans. That's the reason why I'm just drying up. That's the goal. So you can just do a little bit. Now while cutting, we can cut. Actually, we don't even need to cut. If you're going to eat full beans, you're type of the person to eat full beans, just store the full beans as such. I do have some like that. So like I have picked up some beans that are very tender, just to eat them fresh, or just to eat them like sauteed a bit, slightly sauteed. So those kind of beans, I would just freeze them as the whole beans. But some of them I want like half cut or whatever. So what I'm trying to say here is cutting is your decision. How you cut, whether you cut, and how you cut is all up to you. So I would be cutting in few different sizes. Some of them I would be storing whole, and some of them I would be cutting into half, and some in small chunks, so I can mix with the other dishes easily. So at least three different types I'm going to store. So I would cut them. So now here are the beans that are ready in the Ziploc, ready to get into the freezer. And when they are frozen, they'll be like this. They'll be just hard, like any frozen vegetable that we get in from any grocery stores or Costco kind of thing. So, but these are like, we know what's on there. We know it's organic. We know nothing is, and there's going to be no callback on these products, these produce. The one less work in this, in freezing beans, unlike tomato, is tomato we have to spread in a tray, spread them out separately, freeze them, and then put in a Ziploc. So that additional step is avoided with beans. I just freeze them like this in the Ziplocs and they work good. So I don't go for that additional step here. and ta-da, I'm all done for winter. What's more important here in this case is not how you freeze or how you cut and those kind of stuff, is whether and if you're consuming all your harvest. After all, that comes out of your good work.